Tell us, why did you write this Freedom Manifesto?
Well, because we are at a turning point in the history of Venezuela, at the threshold of freedom. And these are the values that are shared by our Venezuelan people. We have been so hurt in our soul, in our families, in our values, in our land. And the country has come back together and rising with pride and strength.
So in a Fox and Friends TV exclusive, Rachel Campos-Duffy speaking with the Venezuelan opposition leader, Maria Corina Machado, about her newly released Freedom Manifesto, detailing her plan for a post-Maduro Venezuela. Reading in part, quote, "We, the citizens of Venezuela, are not appealing to power or privilege, but rather to the eternal rights that have been bestowed upon every human. It is from this foundation that truth is born. No ruler, faction, or tyrannical force has the ability to dictate to individuals what is their by right, and that is freedom." Rachel Campos-Duffy joins us now. Rachel, it looks like she's preparing to take over. Does she know something that we don't?
Well, they must see light at the end of the tunnel, and they're signaling, and she is signaling in many ways. So first, let's just set the record straight. Back in 1999, this country gave away their freedom in much the way that I think New York City is doing. They voted in socialists, and this has been the result of it. They've lost their freedom. They've lost all their economic power. They were the most economically rich country in the hemisphere. They were the envy of all of the other Latin American countries, and look at them now. And so I think they're seeing this armada, Brian, this giant armada off the coast of Venezuela. They're seeing the economic pressure being placed on Maduro. And I think they're signaling to their people, but also to the world, saying, listen, we are ready to do a peaceful transfer of power. We know how to run a democracy. We've got this blueprint for a constitution. And unlike other countries where you've seen regime change and the U.S. has been in some way involved, Brian, this is a country that doesn't need to be stood up economically. They have all the resources. They are resource rich. The problem is that this regime has not been able to manage it because really they're just a gateway for cartels, for the Chinese. They're a hub for all kinds of criminal activity. And so they're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. They want it out. Here's what she told me, Brian, about what it will look like when they're gone, when Maduro's gone.
That we are united around these values. We share these principles. So we will see an orderly and peaceful transition so that Venezuela turns into the greatest ally of Western democracies in this region. And that will happen very soon.
So didn't they have an election? And didn't Maduro get 30% of the vote as opposed to the 70 that they got?
Yeah, they won 70% of the voters, and he stole that election. And in the last year and a half since that happened, he has imprisoned. There's over 900 political prisoners in gulags where they're being tortured. And I'll tell you this, Brian, the torture and the repression has been turned up as the pressure has been turned up on Maduro. So things are, he's getting more paranoid. He's also killing off and disappearing people around him because he's really nervous about who might turn him in for that $50 million bounty that Pam Bondi still has out over his head. So things are getting more desperate. But this Freedom Manifesto is a sign that they feel very hopeful that the time will come soon. I'll tell you this, Brian, do you remember back Ronald Reagan told this very famous story about our soldiers encountering American soldiers, in Indochina refugees encountering American soldiers in the South Pacific Sea, in the China Sea. And when the refugee saw the American soldier on that boat, on the American military boat, he called out to him and he said, "Freedom man, freedom man." He called him Freedom Man. I think that's what the Venezuelans are seeing off their coast. I think that's what they think of Pete Hegseth. I think that's what they think of Donald Trump. They see freedom men off their coast. They see hope. They see opportunity. And they see a future without Maduro, without
Rachel,
socialism.
Who has control
and
of the
they
army?
have the resources to build it.
But who's got control of the army? As long as he's got the army and the military and the cops, they're not going to be able to move unless we do something.
Absolutely. What my sources are telling me is that there are already people inside of the Venezuelan military reaching out to the opposition saying, hey, we're ready when this thing goes down. We're ready to switch sides. I think things are going to happen soon. And like I said, for the American people, this is a win-win. You get rid of the Chinese who have aligned themselves with this man. You don't have to. You've got in Maria Corina and then this manifesto. You have people who are ready to stand up a democracy, who want a constitution very similar to ours. And then you also have a country that doesn't need American resources to stand itself up. In fact, energy-wise, they're going to be an amazing ally for us. As we need to look for more sources of energy for our own country.
Yeah, you marginalize Cuba. You kick the Russians out. Iranians have a huge presence there. It'll be a massive win. That's why it matters. That's why we have all those military assets in the region. Rachel Campos Duffy, we look forward to the rest of the interview this weekend in English. But you could do it either way.
Yeah. Brian, you're a freedom man, too.
I am. Cannot wait for this transition. There's going to be a conversation between Maduro and President Trump, at which time he should say, do you want to go to Russia or do you want to go to Iran? Because you can't stay. That's my hope. Thanks, Rachel.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.